What's up, guys? It's Brian from Hash for Hub. It's about 9:21 p.m. Eastern Time, August 26, 2018. It's a Sunday night here on the Eastern Coast, and we're coming to you with a brand new trading video here. But first, if you're new to us, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, upvote, re-steam if you guys are on Steemit or DTube, and if you're not, get on over there and follow us there. Another thing, too, what we like to ask everybody is to hit that like button or just throw us a comment. Helps us quite a bit with the algorithms in YouTube and DTube and Steemit and stuff like that. Gets our channel to be a bit more visible out there. If that's what you want to do to help us out, I do know that there are some people that have written me and they say that they won't do that because they find us that valuable. They don't want anybody else to know about it. Well, I'll take that as a compliment, but please hit that subscribe button, notification bell, the upvote, re-steam, like the video, give it a thumbs up, and also comment would be greatly appreciated. Anyway, so let's get right into it. This is, as I always say, I'm going to try to keep it as short and sweet as possible, and more times than not, it is never like that. So let's get right into it. I'm not going to get into too much technical stuff here. What I'm actually going to say is something that I hinted on, I think it was the last video or possibly the video before that, where we're getting more bullish. Yeah, it is a super risky thing to do. Very risky thing to do. So I'm going to disclaim this thing. This is a trade for me, not for anybody else. This is what I am doing. I do not want anybody else doing this, okay? It's a high-risk, super high-risk trade, and I am not recommending this for anybody, okay? So if you're familiar with our channel, we had released what we called kind of like a triple B trade, what we like to call a big balls trade, a big balls buy. And that's exactly what we have going on here. So we're going to call it a trade basically right now. And I like to release what I'm doing first and then do it, because back in the days of actually trading on the corporate level, I mean, that's basically what you had to do legally. So I'm just in that habit. So let's just look at things on a daily basis real quick. And these daily resistance and the daily and 4-hour resistance levels. This is from our last video. But I'm just going to pull up the daily candle right now so I can just go ahead and draw an arrow. Okay, I'm drawing this arrow right here so we can put this officially right here on this day. Let's just call it whatever level it is, 6,684. Let's say we got in right here. $6,684. Can we call it that? Between friends, let's say we got in right here. This is our triple B trade. Now again, this is very risky, okay? I don't foresee that it's going to work out, but I want you guys to at least see how I go about, trading. And this goes against the grain of a lot of things that I've mentioned and that I teach in the channel and stuff like that. However, we have gone into this before. And so what am I looking at? Okay, let's take a look things on a 1-hour basis real quick. Okay. These triple B trades are made on an algorithmic basis. I think I mentioned this before, that I have algorithms that I've honed over the past, call it about 15 years, and that's where these things come about. And they take into a lot of things into account. Okay, but one of the things I want to kind of peel back the onion on is specifically, okay, where are we right now? Okay, we have this daily resistance of 6,751. Okay, we came up with that. I think it was the 20th. I think was the last the last video that we made. I think it was about 6 days ago. Let me actually find out about that. Hold on one second. I need to do my own. Yeah, okay. So you see right here, this is the video
the market.
From
so I
the
figured
20th,
I'd just do something
okay?
really
where I talk about
what
this
are we looking
daily
at?
resistance
How are we looking
level.
At things?
Okay, 6,751, and I was actually
basis.
mentioned it prior
and,
in this video as well.
A lot of this
has been going on for quite a few days. Let's go back to kind of what we're talking about here.
I think it's
okay, so this 6,751 is something that the market has bounced against, right? Again, we mentioned this level,
and thanks everybody
for the 20th. For the great, let's say right around here, okay? And yeah, we see exactly what the market did. It came up, it kind of
the big welcome back,
came back down, and then here, look at this. It doesn't.
So yes, let's get into it. So
better.
We're seeing a lot of these same patterns, right? These large, like a lot of these same like
pauses. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't get any better than this, guys, right? So, I mean, you could also say, pull this out to a 4-hour basis, right? You could also say that, this daily resistance level of 6,751 also corresponds to these tops here too, right? So you don't need some, something fancy to go ahead and tell you where these levels are. Just utilize what the market is showing you, right? I mean, this is clearly, these are some intermediate tops that the market needs to get past in order to go ahead and for it to continue to, move up further. Another thing I like to see is, we pierced above this 55 EMA. We came back down below it. We pierced above it. We tested it a bunch of times. This is on a 4-hour basis. Let me pull it out to a 1-hour basis. Okay, or pull it into a 1-hour basis, right? And it's kind of like kind of just skidded along here on the 55 EMA. It ran up to the daily resistance level that we've been talking about. It kind of came over here, got rejected, came back down to the 55 EMA, and then here again, right? It tried to run back up again. Now, what are we running into, right? We're running into almost kind of like a wedge, right, between the 55 EMA, the daily resistance level, and you can actually even draw something like this, right? So something has to happen, right? That's just the way 9 out of 10 times the market doesn't just go ahead and just kind of like sneak out the back door or sneak out the base of window. It'll kind of fall down or it'll run up, right? So like I had said, we're calling this triple B trade right here, okay? Do I feel that this is the best place to get in? Absolutely not. But I probably won't be making a video in the next few days, so I at least want to mention it now. Okay. Another few things I want to mention, right, is that especially if you start looking at things on like on a 4-hour basis, you do see the on-balance volume kind of moving up again, right? You see RSI, same type of thing here too, right? It's moving up again. Okay, so we did have, we have these tops here that the market does need to move above in order for us to break to the top here. Okay, volume has fallen off quite drastically. I mean, look at this right here, right? This is telling me the market's like, I do not know what is going on. Like, nobody wants to make a bet either way. So that's what we're doing. We're putting our foot down and we're saying we're buying. So, with our triple B here. Now, yes. Okay. So I mean, with any trade, you need to have stop losses. Where would my stop losses be? My stop losses are probably going to be somewhere right around here. This 6,200 level. I may leave a little bit on for something a little bit low, like 6,100, right? However, what I would be doing is I'm going to be buying on the way down in specific spots, right? So one of the specific spots I'm going to be buying, okay, is in this level right here. So I will be, the 4-hour resistance level of 6,506 is going to stay. Okay, this is going to stay 6,506. For some reason that doesn't seem right. Let me check that. Hold on. Sorry about that. That was incorrect. But the it's 4-hour support. I do this stuff on the fly, guys. It is very little preparation, so you gotta bear with me a bit. My apologies. Unfortunately, I don't have the time to rehearse this. So, it's 4-hour support of 6,563, which I'm gonna put up there in a second. But the first support that I'm really looking for is just 1-hour support of 6,627. Okay, so I'm gonna change this right here. 1-hour support of 6,627. Okay. Now, what I want to see, not what I'm expecting to see, is I am expecting to see that the market comes down to this level, this 1-hour resistance support level. My God. Keep turning that around by accident. 1-hour support level of 6,627. So not only do I have that buy level of 6,684 where I'm saying I got into the trade, okay, but I also would be having another buy level. Remember, we're always legging into things, right? You're not getting into one specific spot. You're laddering into things. So the next place would be this level of 6,627. Okay, so I would be putting buy orders there as well. The next place I would be putting it would be the 4-hour support level, 6,563. Okay, 6,563. Let's put this right here. Yeah. So 6,563 is a 4-hour support. 1-hour support is 6,627. Okay, so if the market were to come back down to the 4-hour support level, I'm definitely going to be picking up there as well. Okay. The 4-hour support level is probably also going to coincide somewhere with the 55 EMA, most likely, if the market were to come down to that level. From there, I'm probably going to do very little buying. Okay, probably the next spot I probably would buy would be right along this level right here of around 6,350. Okay, so let's just put something right here, right? Let's just call this 6,350. Okay, come on. And yeah, that's basically where it's going to be. My stop losses are going to be somewhere around this level of 6,200 levels. Okay, and that's the triple B trade right there. We're seeing unbalanced volume moving up. I'm expecting on a 1-hour basis, I am expecting the market to kind of turn back over here. What are we looking at things? This is a 4-hour basis. Let's look at it on a 1-hour basis. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So even the Laguerre is saying the same thing, right? So this candle right here, when it closes in about 18 minutes and 43 seconds, okay, if it closes here, then the Laguerre would be pointing down. In other words, that the market's going to come down a bit. I'd imagine that it's going to get somewhere around this 1-hour support, and it may just be for a blink of time, right? It may just be a wick, because remember, now we have this support line right here, right? This trend line, right? It doesn't take a genius to draw this trend line right here, but we have it, okay? And the top of it is this right here, okay? So I would call this kind of like an ascending right triangle, which is a bullish thing. There are different ways to go about slicing and dicing this thing, but that's what I'm looking at right now. And yes, this is again, I'll mention it again. It's a very, 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 very risky trade. Okay, if I were to flip a coin, and I'm saying I'm going to flip a coin, I would think the chances are to go down. Okay, but I've seen a lot of these setups before in my lifetime, and they're just sometimes just worth taking, okay, albeit with an enormous amount of risk, right? So let's look here for a second, right? Let's look, where could this market possibly go, right? So in order for this thing to really pay off, right, where the risk reward would be worthwhile, is we got to kind of get in around these levels right here, around this 7,600. Okay, right around this 7,600 level, and then it makes it okay, right? It makes it okay. What I would like to see is for it to kind of even get above to this 8,500 level, but this 7,600 level seems to be, I call it around the 7,600 level. Seems to be good. There's some peaks here. There's some peaks here. And there's a bunch that are right here. Right? It may stop off, if it is going to go up, it may stop off somewhere around this 7,100 level, right around here. That makes a lot of sense too. But, my instincts is saying, hey, go ahead and give it a shot. Right? And one of the reasons why I'm able to go ahead and take these super high risk trades this is once in a while. The last time I took a high risk trade was the other BBB trade, okay? Which not only did I take a high risk trade and it did happen to go in our direction, I just kind of even doubled down again. And if you go through those videos, and you'll see that, I went against what I always talk about, to take more money off the table, to really let as much of it ride as much as possible. And even still, if I remember correctly, I don't remember exactly what happened there, but we still made money. I think I just called it a break even, but I think really if you were to calculate it out, we made money. And I did calculate it out. We did make money. So yeah, so this is kind of be a cool thing to track, especially since I don't follow anybody, but I'd imagine at least from some of the headlines that I read and stuff like that, I'd imagine no one's going out and saying that they're buying. I don't know, maybe they are. Who knows? Anyways, another potential roadblock would be this 200 moving average, although it doesn't really seem to be that's really in play all that much in the recent history. Doesn't mean that it won't be in play. So on a 4-hour basis, things are looking stronger as far as being bullish. I can't even imagine. Let's see what's going on here. Maybe I'm seeing something different here. Hold on a sec. Hold up. Is this something coming from like way down here? This is something I did not see before. Oh, my printer is running out of ink. Yeah, this is a stretch. Don't get me wrong, it's a stretch, but it's something. On the RSI basis, I know a lot of people talk about RSI and look at it. I don't look at it a ton. I talk about it a lot here because I get asked about it all the time. All the time I get asked about it. So yeah, on a 4-hour basis, it didn't get as low as we would like for Laguerre in order to turn back north again. But I don't know. Let's see how this thing goes. It most likely will go completely in my face. But you gotta have fun with trading. If you're not having fun, you're probably not going to be too successful at it. So yeah, this is kind of a shooting from the hip type of trade. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to really talk about. No, nothing much. Let's just keep this really high level right now. This has gone on longer than I wanted to anyway. Anyway, happy trading, guys, and we will try to keep you guys in the loop with what we're doing with this. Talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.